theory on the Lego theme known as Roboriders is that it takes place on post-apocalyptic Earth, some thousands of years, if not millions, after the human race has died out. To support this theory, I have a few things to bring up from the official information from the Lego group itself. For one, think about how in the previous buildable action figure line released before this one, the Throwbots, we clearly see their home planet, which I called Slyzernia, in a story that I wrote a few years ago. Let's see a picture of it here. Don't know how that's coming out. Yeah. With the Roboriders, we had no such image to show the setting of the story. Why is that? Because they're on post-apocalyptic Earth, where the only life form besides they're on a post-human Earth, where the only life form besides some types of non-sentient plants is the AI programs hardwired into the brains of the Roborider race to mimic human thought patterns. And Lego didn't want to show the planet because it's already subtly hinted at that it takes place on Earth. You can see this idea hinted at in the original marketing in the early 2000s, where they described as having the brains of a human and the body of a motorbike. Right here. Oops. Why would Lego be so specific about having a human brain for a toy line featuring sentient robots? Because they were programmed to think like humans. The Roboriders are programmed to be the next generation of humanity in a world where Earth would be -1 species. Humanity created the Roboriders to be our replacements in a world where the human race, and I think all other alien species, had died out a few million years before. I think that the 6 Roboriders, Dust, Frost, Onyx, Swamp, Power, and Lava, were the leaders of 6 different kingdoms created after the humans died out and then were left to their own devices. Heck, they might not even be the original leaders who conquered these territories. They could be the successors of the various leaders who originally took over their respective territories, whether via popular vote, succession via bloodline, or as close as you can get with sentient robots, of course, and so forth. I think there was a centuries-long war between the 6 kingdoms that would have devastated the Earth again, before being interrupted by Boss, the Super Roborider, who was created by the humans as a type of ultimate guardian, and only came to the surface after the global conflict between the 6 kingdoms, eventually becoming a leader for the Roboriders, an emissary for their race after stopping the war, but became disillusioned in the decades after the war when hostilities between the nations arose from time to time over various reasons. So, he unleashed the virus to destroy the Roborider race and embraced nihilism as a point of view. To support this, look at Boss's box art. There's one and the other one. He isn't combating the virus, but rather just existing alongside. See, the virus doesn't harm him because he tailored it specifically to leave him untouched. He's just waiting for the Roborider race to be completely decimated so that he can take over the 6 failed kingdoms and unite them once again to be Earth once more, giving him a more gray moral side as opposed to a fully dark side. If my theory is true, he could be one of the most complex villains Lego has ever made, but I'm not saying this is true. And that brings us to one more point I wanted to theorize about: the wheels. I specifically remember them being referred to as talisman wheels on an old Lego.com webpage that doesn't exist anymore. I think there's some kind of series of CD-ROM style computer programs that give them special powers in addition to being used as conveyance. Let's see. These guys. Right. For example, the ninja one would give them extra strength. It would give them enhanced stealth and speed. Grab would give them extra grip strength, so as not to slip or slide while driving. Or even give them limbs to grab things, to grip things with via a type of malleable metal they'd be made of. Skeleton would give them X-ray vision. Dynamite would give them the ability to shoot dynamite. And so on. Over the millennium without humans, I think they used the term talisman in a world as a word taken from us humans in their culture, since the word program would no longer apply to the powers given to them, since they consider themselves as sentient people. Anyway, that's my theory. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below, and subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. This is the Lego King 99 signing off.